What's going on, everyone? My name is Patterson. This morning I made a bit of a dumb tweet about this new sun and moon picture that a majority of people thought that really didn't show much. It was a picture of a Litten fighting a Rowlet, and I was just like talking shit like, oh, look at this Rowlet eat up this head, it takes no damage and stuff, because I'm a huge Rowlet fanboy. And obviously I know it's before the damage actually calculated, but this picture here, it shows not only the new battle screen, which looks really cool, like the new user interface and stuff. It looks, well, not the user interface, but at least the health bar, which looks really cool in my opinion. It shows a couple of other things too that I missed. So I made this tweet, and someone replied to that. We have Tom de Platypus replied to that saying, it looks like the rival chooses the weaker Pokemon to the starter that you choose. Which is kind of interesting because, yeah, I mean, usually, as we all know, the rival chooses the Pokemon that's good against you. For example, if I were to choose a Litten, then the rival should choose Poplio. But in this screenshot, we see the rival fighting with a Rowlet for some reason. And we actually see the rival there, so we do know is the rival, because this is the only rival that we've kind of seen so far, or the only trainer, the only NPC that we could kind of relate to being the rival in this game. So, first off, it's very cool that we see bystanders in battles now. I absolutely love that. I think that's a super, super cool idea. I love it. And secondly, does this mean that we're gonna have multiple rivals? This could actually go one of a few ways. Number one is the way that I hope it doesn't go, which is Nintendo or Game Freak thinks that the game is too hard once again, and it's like, hey, let's just give the rival the Pokemon that's not very good against the starter that you choose. Which would really disappoint me, because Pokemon's been getting easier and easier and easier as the regions and as the generations have gone by. So if the rival were to get the Pokemon that's weak against you now, after all these generations of it being the other way around, I'd be kind of disappointed. Another way this could go is that this rival is actually one of many, and this has happened before. This has happened, I believe, yeah, this happened in Black and White 1, where you have Bianca and Sharon. Bianca chooses the Pokemon that's bad against you, and Sharon chooses the one that's good against you, right? So, could it be that this rival that we're looking at right now, this rival that we just assumed that is going to be the rival? I mean, we're just assuming. This is all speculation at this point. Could it be that this guy is the Bianca of Pokemon Sun and Moon, and we're also going to get a different rival that will have a Pokemon that's good against us? So I looked back at the trailer that we had, just to see if there's any kind of indication of anyone else that could have been a rival. The only real kind of ideas I had there was your cousin, who welcomes you to the Alola region. He's kind of dressed up like a scientist, but it kind of seems like he's not the one who gives you your starter Pokemon. So it could be that he's an assistant to the scientist or something, or he could be the other rival. I mean, the other rival could be like completely like hidden away at this point. He might not have been in the trailer at all, which would make sense, to be honest. This is the only kind of idea I have right now, but this little screenshot, this little picture of this battle going on, it kind of gives you the idea that maybe there is going to be more than one rival. And I think that would be really, I don't know, actually. See, I've been a big advocate of just having one rival, but it really depends what they're like. Like, I'm a huge fan of Gary and Barry, and usually when they put more and more rivals into it, they kind of screw it up. I'd rather have the focus on one and have that be a really, really cool rival rather than multiple ones. Like, when they had X and Y, they had, 1, 2, 3, 4 rivals? I mean, technically they're not really rivals, they're more like friends, but still, they tried to put the focus on too many other characters all at once, and it kind of made it mushed up and horrible, and they weren't really that interesting. I find Barry and Gary and Silver to be really cool, interesting rivals. Hugh, to a lesser extent, Hugh's alright, but he's whatever. So, this little screenshot here, I've never seen anyone really talk about this yet. So I thought I would just, maybe I'm totally wrong. If I'm totally wrong, feel free to tell me. You know, I'm not above criticism. This is just something that I didn't even notice this. I did not even notice this. This was a follower on Twitter. By the way, you should go follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. So shout out to him for noticing this, because that's pretty cool. Little thing to think about. You know, if we have more than one rival, or do we just have the one rival that's going to use the Pokemon that you're already good against? which would kind of suck in my opinion. But that's just the thoughts I had on this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm gonna thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.